All right, so you want to conquer your fear of flying.
Uh-huh.
We're going to help you do just that.
Yeah?
We're diving deep today
Okay.
into how to make air travel enjoyable, even if, like, right now, you're totally freaked out by the idea.
Yeah.
Our source material is an article called 17 Ways to Manage a Fear of Flying. We've got it right here. We're going to pull out all the best tips, and we're going to explain why they work.
Okay.
But we're not just skimming the surface, we're going deep.
All right.
So you're going to finish this deep dive feeling empowered, not overwhelmed, like, okay, I can actually do this. I can get on that plane and enjoy it.
That's right.
And we're going to have some fun along the way,
No,
too.
absolutely. It's going to be a journey.
So buckle up, Buttercup.
Yeah.
Let's get started. Okay.
Wow.
First, let's talk about, like, what is this fear all about?
A lot of people think it's just, oh, I'm afraid of heights or, I'm afraid of crashing.
Right.
But it's actually way more complex than that. It's called aerophobia, and it's a type of anxiety disorder.
Okay, aerophobia. So it's like, it's in your head, but it manifests physically, too.
Exactly.
Your heart racing, sweating.
Yeah, absolutely. It can range from just like mild nervousness to like full-on panic attacks.
Oh, God.
And it's really common.
Yeah.
Millions of people deal with it. So if you're feeling this, you're not alone.
Not alone at all. Okay, so it's an anxiety disorder. So that's good news, in a way.
Yeah, why is that?
Because that means there are, like, proven ways to manage it.
Right, exactly. And the first step is to understand it. So let's get to the root of this fear.
Yeah, okay.
Why are we so scared of flying?
Like, what are some of the things that are contributing to this?
Well, I mean, let's be real. Airplanes take us way outside of our comfort zone. We're miles above the ground, hurtling through the air at like hundreds of miles an hour.
That's true.
I mean, it's totally natural to be a little apprehensive.
Yeah.
But, for some people, there are specific triggers that just like amplify that apprehension.
Okay, like what kind of triggers?
Past experiences can play a huge role. Maybe you had a really turbulent flight once and that feeling just stayed with you.
Oh, yeah.
Or you've heard like scary stories that have, kind of gotten stuck in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And now you associate flying with danger.
Like those movies where the plane's, like, going down.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So past experiences can be really powerful triggers.
And even if it wasn't you personally, even if it was, like, a friend or, a news story, it can still, like, get in there.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so that makes sense. What else?
And then there are like more general anxieties
Okay.
that can kind of intertwine with the fear of flying.
Mm-hmm.
So things like, claustrophobia, the fear of enclosed spaces.
Getting trapped.
Yeah, or acrophobia, that's the fear of heights.
Right.
So if you have those underlying fears, they can definitely make the whole flying experience feel way more intense.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, like
Right.
even if you're not consciously thinking about them, they're still kind of lurking there in the background.
Yeah, adding to the stress. Okay, so past experiences, underlying phobias, what else?
Well, think about first-time flyers.
Yeah.
Everything's new. The airport, security, the whole boarding process.
It's overwhelming.
Right. And that unfamiliarity can be a huge source of anxiety.
So you're saying, like, the more you know, the less you're going to freak out.
Exactly. And that's where preparation comes in.
Okay, so that's good because we're going to talk all about that, like how to prepare, how to feel more in control.
We are.
But before we get into that, there's something else that's kind of interesting that I wanted to bring up.
What's that?
You know how people always say, oh, flying is statistically safer than driving?
Oh, yeah. You hear that all the time.
But honestly, like, when I'm feeling that anxiety, that statistic does not help.
Right. It doesn't really calm you down.
It doesn't do anything for me. So why is that?
I think it's about control. When we're driving, we're in control. Or at least
Yeah.
we feel like we are.
Yeah.
But in a plane, we're basically surrendering control to the pilots and the technology.
Oh, yeah.
And for a lot of people, that lack of control is super scary.
That's a really good point. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, it's about letting go
Yeah,
and trusting.
which could be really hard. Okay, so how do we deal with that?
Knowledge.
Okay.
Understanding how safe airplanes actually are.
Mm.
They're incredible feats of engineering. Pilots undergo rigorous training. And the technology on board is constantly evolving to make flying even safer.
So it's about, like, trusting the system,
Yes.
trusting the people who built it, the people who are flying it.
Right. And realizing that your fear, while it's real, it's not necessarily rational.
Okay.
It's about shifting your focus from the unknown to the known.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that can really help to calm your nerves.
So we've talked about, like, the psychology behind the fear, the incredible engineering.
Yeah.
But now let's get to the practical stuff.
Okay, I like it.
Let's give our listeners some actual things they can do
Let's do it.
to feel better about flying. And one of the easiest places to start, believe it or not, is with seat selection.
Your seat. Really?
I know it sounds kind of crazy, but your seat can actually impact your anxiety.
Huh.
So let's talk about that. What should we be thinking about when we're choosing our seats?
First, consider turbulence. If that bumpy ride is like a major trigger for you, I recommend sitting closer to the front of the plane.
Why the front?
It's generally less bumpy there because it's closer to the plane's center of gravity.
So like the middle of a seesaw. Less movement.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Now, if you're worried about feeling claustrophobic, an aisle seat is your best friend.
Yeah.
You can get up and move around easily, stretch your legs. You're not like trapped in the middle.
No one's climbing over you.
Exactly.
Okay, aisle seat for claustrophobia. What about motion sickness?
You know, this might surprise you, but window seats can actually help with motion sickness
Oh,
because you can see the horizon,
wow.
and that helps your brain process the movement.
So it's like giving your brain that visual reference point.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, I see what's happening. I'm not just like spinning in the void.
Right, right.
So, window seat for motion sickness.
Okay, we've got our seats picked out strategically.
We do?
What's next on the pre-flight checklist?
Well, let's talk about pre-flight routines.
Routines.
I'm not just talking about packing your bags.
Okay.
I'm talking about a personalized ritual that helps you relax and de-stress before you even get to the airport.
Oh, I like that. Like setting the intention for a calm journey.
Exactly. And the best part is, you can tailor it to your own needs. So let's brainstorm some ideas.
Okay.
Have you ever tried guided meditation?
Yeah, I actually use meditation apps sometimes, like Calm or Headspace.
Oh, those are great.
They're really good at just like calming your mind down, focusing.
Right, and a lot of them have meditations specifically for travel anxiety.
Oh, that's cool.
But if meditation's not your thing, there are other options. What about breathing exercises?
Breathing exercise.
Yeah, have you ever tried those?
I mean, I breathe.
I mean, you know, like mindful breathing.
Okay, like deep breaths and stuff.
Yeah. Simple but effective.
And you can do those anywhere.
Exactly. In the car, at the airport, even on the plane.
Okay, so breathing exercises.
Yeah. What else do you think we could add to this pre-flight routine?
Music.
Oh, yeah. Music is huge.
Yeah.
Like, making a playlist of, like, really calming tunes
Mm-hmm.
can just totally shift your mood.
What kind of music are we talking about here?
You know, it depends on what you like, but
Yeah.
like soothing instrumentals, nature sounds, maybe even some binaural beats.
Binaural beats, what are those?
They're like specific frequencies that can create a sense of relaxation in your brain.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, so it's like a sonic massage for your brain.
Exactly.
Okay.
And sometimes, you know, the simplest things are the most effective.
Okay.
Like calling a loved one for a quick chat,
oh, yeah.
just to hear a familiar voice,
Yes.
get your mind off things.
Yeah, that always helps.
Right.
Okay, so we've got meditation, breathing, music, connecting with someone you love.
Mm-hmm.
What about packing?
Ooh, packing.
Yes. Can we, like, strategize our packing to help with anxiety?
Absolutely. Packing is all about creating a sense of comfort and control.
Comfort and control.
Yeah. Like, think of it as packing for peace of mind.
Okay, I like that. Packing for peace of mind. So
Mhm.
what are the essentials?
Well, if you're hoping to sleep on the flight,
Which I always am.
a sleep mask,
Essential.
earplugs,
Yes.
those are key for blocking out all the light and sound.
And then, of course, noise-canceling headphones.
Oh my gosh, those are a game changer.
They really are.
Just like silent.
Like a little cocoon of peace.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got our sleep essentials covered.
Yeah.
What about just, like, general comfort items?
Oh, yeah. Those are important too.
Yeah.
Like pack a cozy sweater, maybe a soft scarf, your favorite lip balm, even like a travel-size aromatherapy roller with a calming scent.
Oh, like lavender?
Yes, lavender is great.
I'd always pack a little lavender oil roller.
It's like a little spa in your carry-on.
I love it.
Yeah.
And, of course, we need entertainment.
Oh, yeah, gotta have entertainment.
I always make sure I have, like, a good book downloaded, some movies, podcasts, maybe even a puzzle book.
Yes. Keep that mind engaged.
Yeah, distraction is key.
It is. And here's a little tip.
Okay.
Try reserving certain enjoyable activities just for flights.
Ooh, I like that.
It makes them feel extra special.
Yeah, like a little reward.
Exactly.
So, okay, we've got our pre-flight routines, our bags are packed for peace of mind,
Hmm.
and now we've arrived at the airport,
Okay.
which for a lot of people can be a whole other level of anxiety,
Oh, yeah. Airports can be overwhelming.
especially for first-time flyers.
Yeah.
So let's talk about navigating that. First
Okay.
things first. Timing.
Oh, timing is crucial.
You always say it's important to get to the airport early.
Yes.
But for someone with flight anxiety, how early are we talking?
Well, think of it this way. Time is your anxiety's worst enemy.
Okay.
Rushing is just going to make everything worse. So my general rule of thumb is at least 2 hours before departure for domestic flights
Okay.
and 3 hours for international.
Okay.
But if you're feeling extra anxious, add another hour or even 2 on top of that.
Wow. So like 4 hours for an international flight?
Yeah, it might seem like a lot,
Yeah.
but that extra time can make a huge difference.
How so?
It allows you to move through the airport at your own pace. You can take breaks, breathe deeply, just like observe your surroundings without feeling rushed.
So it's about like reclaiming that sense of control
Exact.
that you might feel like you're losing when you're flying.
Right.
Okay, so we've given ourselves plenty of time. What about navigating the airport itself?
Well, one of the best things you can do is familiarize yourself with the airport layout before you even arrive.
Well, that was a good idea.
Most airport websites have maps, guides, FAQs.
Oh, yeah.
All that stuff can make the whole experience feel less daunting.
Less like you're wandering around in a foreign country.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power, right?
It is, in this case, for sure. And speaking of feeling empowered, let's talk about airport lounges.
Ooh, airport lounges.
Yeah. Are they worth it?
Oh, absolutely. They're like little oases of calm in the middle of the airport.
Really?
Yeah. Comfy seating, less noise, free food and drinks, sometimes even showers and nap rooms.
That sounds amazing.
It's like escaping the chaos.
Okay, I'm sold on the lounge idea.
All right, so we've arrived early. We know our way around. Maybe we've even treated ourselves to some lounge luxury.
Mm.
We're feeling good.
Yeah.
But then, those moments leading up to boarding,
Oh, yeah.
that's when the anxiety can start to creep back in.
For sure. So what do we do about that?
Visualization.
Visualization, like picturing myself on a beach somewhere.
Well, that's good for your vacation mindset.
Yeah.
But for pre-flight anxiety, I recommend watching videos of takeoffs and landings.
Really?
Yeah, like filmed from inside the plane.
Ah.
It might sound counterintuitive,
Yeah.
but seeing it beforehand can actually make it feel less scary.
So it's like taking the mystery out of it.
Exactly. Giving your brain a sneak peek.
Okay.
And while you're at it, download your airline's app.
oh, yeah, the app.
That thing is going to be your best friend.
How so?
It gives you real-time flight information, gate updates, any delays, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, so you're not in the dark.
Exactly. Staying informed can really help to reduce anxiety.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And speaking of staying informed and feeling in control,
Mm.
let's not forget about luggage.
Ah, luggage.
Yes.
Checking those baggage restrictions ahead of time is so important.
It is. You don't want to get hit with any last-minute fees or have to repack your suitcase at the check-in counter.
Oh, I've been there. It's the worst.
Right. So check those restrictions, folks.
It'll save you a lot of stress.
And while we're on the topic of packing, let's talk about what to wear.
Okay.
Comfort is key when you're flying,
Oh, yeah. Comfort all the way.
especially for long flights.
Right. So what are your recommendations?
Loose-fitting clothes, breathable fabrics, layers. Layers. Yeah, because sometimes it gets cold on those planes.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm taking notes here. Got my outfit planned out. Bags are checked. Entertainment's ready.
Mm-hmm.
We're boarding the plane.
Oh.
It's go time.
There we go.
But what happens if, like, even with all this preparation, those anxieties start creeping in mid-flight?
We've got you covered.
Okay,
We've got a whole arsenal of in-flight calming techniques.
bring it on. I need all the help I can get.
First and foremost, remember the power of your breath.
Breathing.
Okay.
Okay, but remind me again, why is that so effective?
Well, when we're anxious, our bodies go into fight or flight mode.
Right.
Our heart rate goes up, breathing gets shallow, muscles tense up.
Yeah, it's like your body's preparing for battle,
Exactly.
but there's no battle.
No, but your body doesn't know that. So deep, controlled breathing
Mm-hmm.
helps to counteract all of that.
Okay.
It slows your heart rate, increases oxygen flow to the brain, and signals to your body that it's safe to relax.
It's like hitting the reset button. Okay, I'm on board with the breathing.
Yeah.
Do you have a particular breathing technique that you like?
One that's really easy to remember is called box breathing.
Box breathing.
Yeah. It's super simple. You just breathe in for a count of 4,
Okay,
hold for 4,
got it.
Exhale for 4
Okay.
and hold again for 4.
So it's like a square.
Exactly. Box breathing.
I like it. Okay, so box breathing, check. What else can we do on the plane to stay calm?
Well, remember those meditation apps we talked about?
Yeah.
They're not just for pre-flight relaxation.
Wait, all right.
A lot of them have guided meditations specifically for flight anxiety,
Okay.
and they can be really helpful for calming your nerves mid-flight.
So you just pop in your headphones, close your eyes, and zone out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of zoning out, don't forget about those distractions.
The books, movies, podcasts.
Yes, keep your mind engaged.
Yeah.
And the power of sound can't be overstated.
How so?
Well, noise-canceling headphones can block out all that ambient noise, or you can listen to calming music, nature sounds, whatever works for you.
I have a playlist of like ocean waves and rain sounds that I love.
Oh, that's nice. It's like bringing a little bit of nature onto the plane.
Exactly.
So yeah, sound can be a really powerful tool for managing anxiety.
Okay, so breathing, meditation, distractions, sound therapy, anything else?
Don't be afraid to talk to the flight attendants.
Oh, yeah, good point.
They're there to help.
But sometimes it feels awkward, like, oh, I'm the only one who's freaking out.
I know, but trust me, they've seen it all.
Okay.
And they're trained to handle these situations with compassion.
Right.
So just let them know you're feeling anxious. They can offer words of encouragement, keep you updated on any turbulence, just generally make you feel more comfortable.
Okay, so don't suffer in silence.
Exactly.
Reach out for help if you need it.
And if you're traveling with kids, let the flight attendants know about their anxieties too.
Oh, yeah, good idea. They're good with kids.
They are. They can work their magic.
Okay, speaking of kids, let's talk about traveling with kids.
Oh, yeah. That's a whole other level.
It is.
Right. Because now you're not just managing your own anxiety, you're also trying to keep your little ones calm.
And kids can sense your anxiety, too.
They can. They're like little emotional sponges.
So what do we do?
Well, the most important thing is to model calm behavior.
Oh, right. Lead by example.
Exactly. If you're freaking out, they're going to freak out.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So how do we stay calm when we're, like, internally screaming?
All those techniques we talked about,
Yeah.
deep breathing, mindfulness, positive self-talk,
Mm-hmm.
they're not just for you, they're for your kids too.
Right. It's like a ripple effect.
Exactly. And of course, distractions are key for kids.
Oh, yeah. Got to keep those little hands busy.
Tablets, games, books, snacks, new toys.
The whole arsenal.
It's all about keeping them entertained.
Yeah.
And, involving them in the travel process can help too.
Oh, how's that?
Like letting them help pack their bags, choose their outfits, even research the destination.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It gives them a sense of ownership and control.
Makes them feel like they're part of the adventure.
Exactly. And that can make the whole experience less scary.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
From understanding the fear to pre-flight rituals, navigating the airport, managing in-flight anxiety, even traveling with kids.
I did.
But before we wrap up, I want to circle back to those airline programs that are designed specifically for people with a fear of flying.
Oh, yeah. Those are amazing.
Tell me more about them.
Well, these programs, they really get it.
Okay.
They understand that fear of flying is a real thing,
Mhm.
and they've created these incredible resources to help people overcome it.
So it's not just like, here are some generic travel tips.
No.
They're really digging deep.
They are, and one
Yeah.
of the most well-known programs is Virgin Atlantic's Flying Without Fear program.
Good.
They have a 30-day online course.
30 days. Wow.
Yeah, it's packed with information, techniques, even community support.
So it's like a whole journey.
It is. And they also have free webinars, podcasts, even a private Facebook group where people can connect and share their experiences.
Oh, that's nice. That community aspect is so important.
It is. It's so helpful to know you're not alone.
For sure. What other programs are out there?
Well, another great one is EasyJet's Fearless Flyer program.
Okay.
They also have an online course, and they have this really cool feature where you can take a virtual tour of the plane.
A virtual tour.
Yeah, you can see the cockpit, the cabin, everything.
That's so cool.
It really helps to demystify the whole flying experience.
Yeah, because the unknown can be so scary.
Right. And then there's British Airways Flying with Confidence program.
Okay.
They've been around for over 30 years,
Wow.
and they've helped over 50,000 people overcome their fear of flying.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they have a 98% success rate.
98%. That's incredible. How do they do it?
Well, they offer a variety of courses both online and in person,
Okay.
and they have different levels to meet individual needs.
There's something for everyone.
Exactly. And one thing that's really unique about their program is that they incorporate a flight simulation experience.
A flight simulation, like what pilots use.
Yes, exactly. It's a safe and controlled environment where you can experience the sensations of takeoff, landing, even turbulence, all with the guidance of a trained pilot.
Wow. That sounds intense.
It is, but it's incredibly effective.
Yeah, I can see how that would help to desensitize you to those sensations.
Exactly. It's about facing your fears head on, but in a safe and supportive environment.
Okay, so we've explored 3 amazing airline programs,
Hmm.
all offering these incredible resources and support to help people conquer their fear of flying.
It's really inspiring, isn't it?
It is. I'm so impressed by these airlines.
Yeah, they're really going above and beyond.
And all these tips and strategies we've talked about today, they all boil down to one key message.
What's that?
You are not alone,
That's right.
and you don't have to let fear control your life.
You've got this.
There are effective ways to manage flight anxiety. And the more you practice these techniques, the more confident and empowered you'll become.
Exactly. It's like building a muscle.
Yeah. The more you work it, the stronger it gets.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap of those key takeaways.
Yes. Let's solidify this.
All right, so first and foremost, remember that fear of flying is incredibly common.
Millions of people experience it,
You're not alone.
right? It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Exactly.
So, step 1, normalize those feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
Preparation is key.
Oh, yeah, we talked a lot about that.
The more you can do to prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and logistically before you even set foot in the airport, the better off you'll be.
Right. So those pre-flight routines are super important.
They are, whether it's meditation, breathing exercises, listening to calming music, whatever works for you.
Yeah, find what helps you relax and do it.
And then, of course, all those in-flight strategies.
Right. We've got a whole toolbox full of those.
Breathing exercises, distraction techniques, creating a peaceful environment with sound.
And don't forget about those airline programs.
Oh, yeah, those are a game changer.
They're really amazing resources.
So if you're feeling stuck, don't hesitate to reach out and explore those options.
You don't have to go to alone.
You don't.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
But I think the most important thing to remember is that there is hope.
There is.
You can overcome this fear.
And you can enjoy flying.
It's possible.
It is.
So, to our listener, ready to embrace the skies and explore the world, we say this.
What's that?
Trust the process, believe in yourself, and get ready to experience the incredible wonder of flight.
Safe travels?
It really is about, shifting your mindset
Yeah.
from fear to excitement,
You're right.
from, I had to get on a plane, to, I get to go on an adventure.
Exactly. And that's what we want for you.
Yeah.
To experience that sense of wonder and possibility that comes with flying.
So what's that first trip going to be? Think about it.
Yeah. Close your eyes for a second.
Where do you want to go? What have you always dreamed of seeing?
It could be anywhere.
A tropical beach,
Mm-hmm.
a bustling city,
Yeah.
a mountaintop retreat.
Anything.
What feels possible now that you have these tools?
That's the question.
And remember, it's a journey.
It is.
It's not like you're going to listen to this deep dive and suddenly be 100% cured of your fear.
Right. It takes time.
And practice.
And patience.
Yeah, be kind to yourself.
Absolutely. Celebrate those small victories.
Every time you take a deep breath instead of panicking,
Yeah.
every time you make it through a flight without having a full-blown meltdown,
Those are all wins.
they are. And they add up.
They do. And eventually, flying won't feel like this big, scary thing anymore.
It'll just be a normal part of life.
A way to get where you want to go.
To see the world,
To connect with people.
to experience new things.
So are you ready?
I think you are.
Let's do this.
Let's conquer those guys.